Hello, I'm Mark Holthe, Express Entry Lawyer. I want to start off by extending a sincere congratulations to all of the CEC winners in this last, most massive, most unbelievable Express Entry draw in the history of Express Entry. 27,332 invitations extended to people in Canada that had a profile in the pool that were eligible under the Canadian Experience class. So what a gift from God. Literally, this is the most unbelievable thing that anyone could have ever expected. And I know those of you who've received these invitations, you did not expect it. This was literally manna from heaven. Your opportunity to become a permanent resident has now been realized, but it is just an opportunity. Just because you've got this invitation to apply, just because you have 90 days now to figure things out, there are 27,332 other people that are also trying to figure this out. I know you're not prepared. I know you're scrambling. And that's why this lesson today is going to be all about the top 5 things that you absolutely must do right now to give yourself a shot of getting through. All right, I don't want to be over dramatic here. I really don't. The reality is, those of you who have received your invitation to apply, it is the most unbelievable, miraculous thing. A CRS score of 75 basically meant that everyone who was in the pool that was even remotely close to getting, well, if you met the eligibility of the CEC, you received an invitation to apply. But you must realize that everybody now is scrambling to get their documents ready. And when there are things outside of your control, you cannot wait. When everybody's trying to do the same things you are, guess what? You're going to be left in the dust. So in this episode here, this video, I'm going to tell you what the top 5 things are that you absolutely need to do first, okay? I'm not talking about waiting for next week. I'm not talking about, well, I'll get to it. I'm talking about now, immediately. And when you do this, you're going to set yourself up for success. If you don't, and you don't listen to what I'm telling you today, you are going to be left in the dust. All right, let me explain what I am talking about. Okay, number 1, and I'm going to go through this fast so that you can all see very quickly what I'm talking about. Check your documents immediately. You didn't expect this. You didn't anticipate this. Is your educational credential assessments, generally those are not going to expire. They're valid for like 5 years. But what about your immigration medical? Did you do one? If you did, it expires in a year. Did you request your police certificates yet? If not, those could be expiring. So go through all of your documents. Is your passport expiring? You're in Canada, you're working. You have a whole bunch of things on your plate right now. The first thing, quickly check. Do you have any documents that are going to expire? All right. Next thing, schedule your e-medical. I would have put that number 1 if I could, but it's number 2 because everybody needs to get them. My goodness, do you think the panel physicians can handle this? You absolutely have to get those e-medical booked immediately. If you don't already have one, you've got to do this. Don't rely on the fact that, well, if I can't get it, I'll just tell immigration. No, you do not want to be one of those people. Get on the phone first thing in the morning. Most of the doctor's offices were closed today because it was family day in some provinces. Others were open, but you must act immediately to book your e-medical for yourself, your family, whoever it is, because there's only so many spots and you'll be waiting forever. 27,333, oh my goodness, 27,332 potential people in Canada. Now, some of them are obviously outside, but you get what I'm saying here, right? You get what I'm saying. Get your medical booked. Next, order your police certificates. You probably didn't even expect that you would need to do that. Same story goes. If everybody from India is requesting a police certificate from the consulate, how long do you think it's going to last you? Like how long? Well, how long do you think it's going to take for you to get in there? Get your police certificates ordered immediately. 90 days is going to end like this. It's going to be over before you know it. Okay. Number 3, get those police certificates. Number 4, update your reference letters. All right. You've been working, you've been busy. You probably may or may not even have talked to your employer yet about getting this. you can't wait. If there are delays, there are things that you have to sort out. Heck, you have to make sure that when you submitted your profile that you even did it correctly. One of the things we specialize in our office, and I shouldn't say specialize because the Law Society doesn't like me saying that. One of the things that we focus on in our office is helping people fix profiles that are a disaster. If you submitted your application with 100 and you had 100 points, this is not going to come again. You are not going to get a second chance. And some of you have screwed up your profile. Maybe you've hired an agent or a consultant or someone who didn't pay attention, even a lawyer and the paralegal didn't do a good enough job getting your profile set up properly, and your knock code is wrong. Understand that you have very limited opportunities to fix this stuff. Well, that's what we can help you with. But I'm going to leave that aside because that's not what I'm talking about today. It's these first 4 things. Remember, I've got 5, but there's the first 4 things that we're talking about here. Document expiry, schedule your medical, order your police certificate, update your reference letters. Why am I not saying go get a bank letter? Because you don't need it. You're a Canadian Experience class candidate. You don't need bank letters, okay? You don't need those. So that's good. And I know that there are other things that we have to focus on now, but right now, these 5 are critical for you. Absolutely critical. Pay attention as well, and I could have put it on here, your language results. Pay attention to when they're expiring, because if they're expiring right away, you have to get your profile, your eAPR submitted immediately before they expire. Good luck trying to rewrite that test before these 90 days are up. And many of you are stuck in this situation. All right, so there's the top 4. I'm going to wrap it up right now. This quick, fast lightning round of what you need to do, because there isn't time for you to listen to me talk. You need to take action immediately. The last one on the list is this. Some people are going to say, seriously, Mark, register now for my Express Entry step-by-step course? Yes. And the reason is because you do not have time to spend hundreds of hours searching the internet for answers that you know darn well you can't trust, right? You do not have time. You don't have time to sort through the whole IRCC website to make sure that you're not missing something. And most importantly, you know how costly those mistakes are when you miss something. The course is here to help you avoid not only the most common mistakes, but to set up your application in a way that gives you one of the best opportunities for success. You rarely get a second chance with Express Entry, and I have no reservations in saying that in this case, those of you who have received this gift from God, you will not get another opportunity to get this right. This course, in the past, I marketed it, I sold it as a standalone course, 56 videos going through every single step-by-step stage. It was built for my 12-year-old daughter, so even she would know, but do not be deceived. It is loaded with information for even those of you who feel like you are Express Entry experts, that you've read every website, period. And here's the kicker, okay? Here is the kicker. Imagine an officer who's sitting in their office. Well, it's no longer an immigration office. They're sitting in their home, processing your application on a tiny little laptop that I have right here, just the same, trying to sort through this Express Entry application that's been thrown together by you because you're racing so fast to get it in that it's just what we call a dog's breakfast. The course helps you to systematically make sure you have everything in place and to order it, structure it in a way that optimizes the ability of an officer to go through it quickly, see that everything's there, and approve it. So, one thing I want to emphasize with this, it's no longer just a standalone course that you go and work at your own pace. Yes, it is that. 56 videos, document checklists. There are tools designed to help you find your correct knock. There are resources are available to you to give you everything that you need to ensure your documents are correct. And the bonus is that now it involves a master class, a class where myself, Mark Holthe, Canadian immigration lawyer, the Express Entry lawyer, goes into a private group with each class. The next one starts February the 22nd, where you go through the material yourself. Then you show up in the morning for your class, 9 a.m. every morning for 10 days. we go through every single component of this express entry process, and you have an opportunity to ask those questions that you're going to be searching for hundreds of hours to get answers to directly to me in the private Facebook group. So subscribe now. Go down, click on that link, because this first group starting February the 22nd is only going to be 250 people. Once it's full, the opportunity is gone. All right. This is Mark Holthe, Canadian immigration lawyer, express entry lawyer, wishing you guys all the best and a massive, massive congratulations once again for getting this most unbelievable gift. Take care.